What do you want? The tall and bulky security guard, who was in the lead, stared at Kevin with unfriendly eyes. Looking for someone? Kevin answered honestly. Looking for someone? The black uniformed security officer smiled awkwardly and asked, Do you know where this is? Beverly Hills? Kevin said lightly. Motherfricka, if you know this place is called Beverly Hills, and you still dare to come find someone, does anyone here know you? Guard Ronan Jenkins sneered. Kevin's clothes didn't even add up to $100, and he was even riding an electric scooter for takeout delivery. How could such a person be related to the people in the villa complex? Kevin frowned. He was too focused on keeping a low profile. He didn't expect to run into a security guard who looked down on people here. Seeing that Kevin was silent, Ronan became even more arrogant. He felt that he had seen through Kevin's true appearance. Kid, tell me, who are you looking for? Mr. Lester Miller or our boss, Mr. Martin Henderson? You look a bit lost. Cackper Worley and Martin were the two most famous people in the entire Beverly Hills. One was the mayor, and the other was the real estate tycoon. There had been many people who had come up the mountain saying that they knew two people, but they had all been exposed and beaten by Ronan. I'm looking for Martin. I bought a mansion from him. I came to visit. Kevin sighed and said. However, he was willing to give Ronan another chance. If Ronan let him in, he could pretend that nothing had happened. After all, he would be living here in the future. As Kevin expected, the response he got was an unbridled mockery. Ronan laughed so much that he bent over with tears streaming down his face. Did you hear that? This idiot said that he bought a villa from our boss. I'm gonna die from laughter. Is he stupid? Doesn't he know that the villas here, even if it's a square meter, can't be bought even if they sold him? If he can buy a villa here, I'll eat his electric scooter. The few security guards were all laughing. They had seen many braggart people, but never saw someone like Kevin, who would immediately say that he bought a set of Beverly Hills villas. This was no longer bragging, this was a frickin' dream. Kevin shook his head. The reactions of the security guards in front of him made him at a loss whether to laugh or cry. Why did no one believe him these days? All right, little brat. Seeing that you are trying to make me laugh, I won't deal with you today. Oh no! Go down the mountain. This is not a place where you can come. Ronan laughed and waved his hand. Originally, according to his character, he should at least beat Kevin up today, so that Kevin would know what it meant to be arrogant. However, Kevin brought them joy. Ronan felt that he would be merciful and let Kevin go. At the same time, in a luxurious living room in the villa area, Bob Pierce paced back and forth in front of the window. Behind him stood a rough-looking man, and it was a suspicious sight. The man's skin was dark. There were scars on his face, and his hairstyle reminded Kevin of the Italian mafia from The Godfather. The man was Martin Henderson. Mr. Bennett, when will young Master Bennett come over? At this moment, Martin was also a bit nervous. After hearing yesterday that the successor of the Bennett family would come to his city, he did not sleep for the night. He did not know what character this young Master Bennett family had, and whether he was good or not. Although others said he was the wealthiest in the city, Martin was clear that he was only a figure in the land of Beverly Hills. He was someone who could be considered a big shot in the city, and his so-called wealthiest man was not even close to him. The younger master, he... Bob was also a bit worried, as the call ended more than an hour ago. Logically speaking, Kevin should have arrived a long time ago, but there was still no sign of him. At this moment, his phone rang.
Young master!
I'm at the door. Kevin hung up after saying that. Bob's expression changed. At the door? Why didn't you come in?
Hey, Brett, I told you to leave it. Are you freaking deaf?
Seeing Kevin not only refuses to listen to him, but also dares to make a phone call in front of him, Ronan immediately got annoyed. Kevin gave a faint smile and said, "You want me to leave it?"
What? You still want me to help you get lost?
Ronan sneered again and again, as his fingers cracked. As he spoke, he kicked Kevin's electric scooter. The electric scooter was kicked into pieces. Kevin has been riding this electric scooter for 3 years. Kevin frowned, and a trace of coldness flashed across his face. He rode this electric bike through the wind and rain, and sent it out for 3 years. He had a relationship with the electric scooter. Now it had been kicked by a security guard. Kevin was instantly in a bad mood. Ronan didn't care that much. He called a few security guards and surrounded Kevin in the middle.
Brett, since you don't want to get lost, then I will help you get lost. Come here. Obediently extend your face and let me slap you twice. I will let you go down the mountain.
Ronan had an arrogant look on his face. He felt that Kevin was like a fish on a chopping board that could be slaughtered by him at will. "Are you sure you want to slap me twice?" Kevin smiled and walked toward Ronan.
What? If I slap you, what can you do about it?
Ronan laughed and felt that the kid in front of him was more of an idiot. Although he was only the captain of the security guards, he was still a person of the family. Just the name of the Martin family was enough to make Kevin unable to live on. In this territory, even some of the officials and dignitaries would have to be polite. If he did not have the order from the Martin family, if he said that he was not allowed to enter, then it would mean that he was not allowed to enter, and no one would dare cause trouble. With that, Ronan raised his hand and slapped Kevin's face. However, this slap didn't land on him. His hand was grabbed by someone and was immediately followed by a slap to his face. Then an extremely gloomy face appeared in front of him.
Boss Martin?
Ronan's mind exploded, and he felt as if his tongue was stuck in a knot. Because the person who suddenly appeared in front of him was the famous, richest man in Sacramento, Martin.
Boss Martin, why are you here?
Ronan's voice trembled. He was fully aware of how terrifying this was.
Do you want to hit me too?
Martin asked gloomily. He was just thinking about how to curry favor with Kevin, but in the blink of an eye, his bodyguard blocked Kevin's path and almost got beaten up. At this moment, Martin even had the urge to kill.
Hey all, Kevin here. Can't wait for you to watch my story, The Billionaire Bastard. Season 1 is now streaming on the Pocket FM Universe YouTube channel. To watch the next episode, tap here, and to watch the full season, click on the playlist.